Now, talking about St. George's Square, there's just one thing that I would like you guys to consider, and it wouldn't cost the city a penny. Is that up to now? Is that we've looked at the layouts of the square? There's been revisions and changes and everything else, and that's great. But the one thing that's missing is why would people want to come down to the square? All you're doing is moving pieces around right now. You're adding a few trees, you're putting in a lot more tables, but that's basically it. I've been down during the summertime, almost every second, third day, going down, grabbing a coffee at the bistro at the square, getting a submarine or getting a sausage and bun from Moe's, and there's always been those three tables that are there. They've always been empty, or only one of them's occupied. In the drawing that you have 40 of these tables throughout the entire square. To me, that seems like an overkill, first of all. You don't need that many because most of them are always going to be empty. The three that we have now, the majority of times when you walk by, they're empty during the summertime. That's before construction. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that when you've been down there, and the mayor, you were down there about 3 weeks ago when they had the lighting ceremony, and Rodrigo, you were there as well, is that the stage is facing towards the Royal Bank. Is that it's 3/4 of the stage, the back is against it. Is what I would suggest is move the power box right into the corner where the Royal Bank is, and more importantly, stop with the temporary stages. You know, it costs taxpayers money every time that you end up renting the stage, bringing it in. Then you got to bring in all the technicians and everything else, hook everything up. Have a permanent stage in that corner. Have a power box there, a permanent stage in that corner, and don't let the city pay for it. There has to be corporations, people from the music community, maybe one of the financial institutions, maybe an individual would be willing to be able to fund the money to be able to have that stage there. So that way, when you are having storytellers, or you are having things like the Downtown Guelph Business Association has as far as their Friday concerts, or if you want to do bigger things, like as far as the Memorial Cup, or as far as the Bicentennial, is that that stage is pointed out to the entire square. It's overlooking the entire square. You're not segregating a small section of the square, but you have the opportunity to be able to fill that entire square up for things like the Bicentennial, for maybe a New Year's celebration, for maybe something like the Memorial Cup. And it gives you a second option, what's happening at the marketplace. Right now at the marketplace, oftentimes you end up shutting down the street and you end up bringing in staging and a whole bunch of things. Again, that costs money. If you had a permanent stage in that corner, that gives you a second option as far as to be able to have a lot of bigger events or smaller events, but it gives you that option, and let the community have an opportunity to be able to pay for that, to be able to fund that and give some recognition on their behalf. So it doesn't cost taxpayers a single penny.